Today I'm going to show you how you can test your app or startup idea in a short amount of time to get feedback and start getting sales. Coming up next. Hey guys, this is Broke to Beast, where we make videos about starting your own business online or offline, as well as follow along my own journey. Before we start, if you like entrepreneurship and business content, make sure you go down below and subscribe because we post videos every day about achieving your success. So today I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can test your product in a short amount of time. And depending on what type of startup or app do you have, you can use each one of them accordingly. The first way you can test is by using a quick landing page website, a free one such as Wix or Weebly, where you can just build a simple subdomain website, for example yourwebsite.example.com, where you can set up a landing page with all the information about your startup, and then you embed an HTML MailChimp form so you can collect emails. You can use MailChimp or you can use Drip, for example, any free software. This is so you can remain lean and don't need to waste a lot of money in the beginning just to test your idea. At the same time, I would suggest you to create a clickable prototype set with, for example, InVision or PowerPoint or Google Slides, just so that your potential customers can see what kind of product are you trying to develop and see how they would work with it. I got this idea from a YouTuber called Dan Martell. He has built a lot of businesses over the years, and he has some really great tips. So be sure to check him out. Now, which companies would apply to use just a free landing page to collect emails and with a clickable prototype? Well, you would use this strategy if you want to only collect emails by people, and if you simply want to show a clickable prototype on your website. However, if you're using a free software, most likely you'll not be able to collect pre-sales, which is actually one of the most important aspects of getting pre-launch information to see if it's actually worth it to create an app. There's probably some software out there where you can create a landing page and collect pre-sales. But to my knowing, if you're using free landing page software such as Wix or Weebly, you'll most likely not be able to do that. So the next way you can test your app idea in very little time is called WordPress. Yes, WordPress. I know WordPress is used for blogging usually and for maybe membership websites, but actually WordPress is a CMS, which is content management system, which enables it to have a lot of powerful tools inbuilt in the system, which can help you to build an app over that and use all that power for your application. Now, depending on which application you want to build, it might not work for you. But the great thing about WordPress and the WordPress platform is that not only does it run on PHP, which already has a lot of a very big community. So if you're a programmer, you're able to connect with a lot of people, but it also has a very big community of plugins. A lot of people contributing to the platform with a lot of very valuable plugins. For example, right now I'm currently building my website based on WordPress. I'm using tons of plugins from the marketplace, so I can create an application that I truly want, to having the features that I want to include. For example, one of the plugins I'm using is called BuddyPress, which is like a social media plugin where people can go in, share ideas, and create forums and groups to chat and all that, which is really valuable for mine because my idea is an influencer marketing platform where you can talk to other people, and I need some of the features that BuddyPress provides. So which people would I recommend to use WordPress instead of a landing page or other methods? I would suggest people that, for example, would like to get pre-sales. You can get WordPress. You can definitely set up pre-sales with WordPress by using, for example, a membership website or, for example, pre-sales plugin. Or you can even use WordPress to build your actual website, like many companies are doing right now. For example, I don't know if you're aware, But Hello Bar, it's a great application that provides like a simple bar over your website to give information to your visitors. And they've built a whole application on WordPress. So you can actually build your application or your idea on WordPress if you want to, if you choose to. Or you can actually just, after testing your idea and see that it's valuable and that you've collected pre-sales, you can actually just hire people to build the application from scratch. Now, the third way that you can test your idea in no time is through an application called bubble.is. Bubble.is. And this application allows you to build your app or website from scratch. It's basically like programming an application, but for people that don't know how to program. You can use logic of the website to create a clickable website where there's a lot of actions you can have. You can integrate APIs, a lot of things that you can do with bubble.is. I wouldn't recommend this method because if you truly want to build an app from scratch, I would suggest you to hire some people if you have the money, or try to get a co-founder, technical co-founder. However, if you want to try it, I don't blame you. I've tried it before. I liked it. I liked the idea of not being necessary to program. However, I found that it's quite slower than I thought it would take, because there's a lot of things you have to keep in mind. You have to create everything from scratch, including the logins, the information, the database, which means it's not like WordPress where all of those tools are already inbuilt in WordPress. You have to build those tools on bubble.is. Lastly, I have a bonus tip for you. This is what I did myself. I used WordPress to build the website, but I didn't start building it before I got customer validation by contacting potential customers. So what I did is, I have two sides of the table in my influencer marketing platform, which means I had to create two lists of potential people that would be interested in participating in the launch and in the future platform. And so I created with Google Sheets, or you can use Excel, any type of list maker. You can create a list of your potential customers and their contact information, and you can mass email them to find between those people the people who are interested in participating in your launch. Obviously, you have to tell them that it's still pre-launch, but you have to invite them, and in a such way like you would be inviting them to a private party, something that is only selected for a few people. If you do that, you're more likely to be successful and to have a response email back. Once you do that, you have to try to close the sale by cold email or cold calling if you want to do that. And there's a ton of, just try to search on Google how to do cold email or cold calls to companies or customers in itself, if that's your target market, so you can understand what tactics you can use. I'm presently doing this tactic. I'm using Google Sheets for building two lists, one for influencers and one for brands, and I must say I'm having quite success with it. I still haven't gotten a sale because I'm trying to convince the brands to join in, but I'm sure that I'm close and I'll be getting a sale soon, and from that I can use that testimonial to show the other companies. Anyways, I hope this helped, guys, and make sure you go down below and subscribe. And if you like the video, please leave a like and leave a comment down below and tell me about your story. What are you trying to build, and what problems are you having, what issues, and if you've ever used any of these platforms to test your idea to get pre-validation. Anyways, until next time, and peace.